Hey, what's going, guys? Tim here. Um, I know I kind of talked about this, like I kind of made a video on this before, about like drawing hips and stuff like that. And I remember I kind of in my previous video I kind of talked about like taking a cylinder or like a box and kind of just like sticking it into like another box like this. Um, And essentially, like that's how you can use to like create the hips or whatever like that. You know, um, and that works too. That you could do that. But I had found kind of like a similar kind of like in theory, it's like kind of like the same thing, but like certain just a different method or a different approach to something like this already. So the difference is like instead of like kind of using like the cylinder in the box like on inside a box, right, to create the hips, you're just taking a box. Let's see. And then like with this method, you're now using spheres. So a sphere here and then a sphere over here. And like this on itself you can use to construct the hips. Um, there you go. Essentially. And I was just drawing, I was just doodling. I think I was drawing hips and stuff like that. And I just kind of had this epiphany. I'm just like, oh, okay, that works too. Because like there's so many methods of kind of like drawing and putting things together. That's one of the things that was kind of clicking to me. I'm just like, oh, I can do that. Also, I'm using Krita. It was on a deal on Steam and for like $4 or like that. So I figured I would pick it up. Um, because I think it's good to have as an alternative besides CSP. It's something that like I can just download from my Steam account. And draw wherever I'm at on any device, right? So, but I wanted to like make a video to kind of like talk about like this one method too. That you can really apply. Let's see. So yeah, you're just using a box and a sphere for the most part. Let's see. To essentially create like specifically like wide hips. You know. Um, let's try it like one more time. But notice how like the results are like pretty much the same, right? Like whether you decide to use a box or a sphere and stuff like that, it really is all like preference. Honestly, like at the end of the day. Um, so let's kind of do it from like a different perspective, right? So I kind of put like more to the side, right? And then let's throw the sphere here, another sphere here. And just draw another box. I don't know what angle to throw it in. Just do something like that. You know. Actually, see, I'm messing up. My brain is like defaulting. I'm not sticking to the traditional methods. The box technically is supposed to be like. There you go. Something was like, oh, this isn't looking like what I'm supposed to be teaching. Sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, like what's it called, like a box kind of going into a or a cylinder, however you want to say it, into it. And from here create like the midline, and then hips. You know, maybe these legs are really thick. There you go. Uh, but I've been enjoying Krita though. Um, Krita has I think Krita has better brushes than CSP. Um, because the brushes in CSP are like no, sorry, the brushes in Krita are like really good. I'm really enjoying them. So I'm getting carried away, but yeah. So pretty much yeah. So all you're using is a sphere, um, and a box, right? Cube, whatever, rectangle. You know, and you're taking these and you're combining them. You know, that's essentially all that you are doing. Just combining these two shapes to create hips. You know. Sorry, that was my Android. But yeah, you know, so just one more, right? Let's even put it like in a kind of a weird, awkward perspective, right? So let's draw like the rectangle coming out this way. And let's draw a sphere here, a sphere there. Oh, you could just, no. Here I'm like adding, just to show it's like all shapes and stuff like that, and kind of come down here, and there you go. Kind of get like an interesting, there you go. So it's like a, I don't know, maybe you have like a female where she's like lying on the bed, or you're kind of seeing a bottom top view. And notice like this method, like the approach at least I'm doing with it, it's it's more so for like the child birthing wide hips and stuff like that. You might see like in animes and video games and stuff like that with certain females. I know I made like kind of a video already kind of talking about this already. I just figured like this method was just like something a little I feel like I could add to maybe complement to add to that video I already did. Cause like yeah, like I normally get like these I have like these concepts and these ideas stuck in my head. And it's just like, oh, I need to get this out. Like I need to share this with other people because I like teaching. I like telling people like new things and stuff like that, and maybe they could be like, oh, like I didn't see that. Like that's really cool. Like thanks, Sim. I'm just like, yeah, no problem. I'm glad I could help. You know. So I'm supposed to go to the doctor's today, but I missed my appointment. It's okay. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just don't want to make this too crazy or too crazy long. But like, yeah, just like a method. You can try. Like I said, just a box, cube, and a sphere, and you can create wide hips and whatnot. So give it a try. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if this wasn't helpful. Um, Maybe I could explain it better. But at least I'm trying to explain it the best way like I can to just like how I see these things. So yeah. With that said, stay safe, take care, and most importantly, never stop drawing. All right, guys. Bye bye.